Frank Sinatra was more than just a singer. He was a symbol of power, charm, and control in Hollywood. For decades, his voice defined romance, heartbreak, and elegance. But when Sinatra passed away in 1998, something shocking happened behind the scenes. One woman, someone deeply connected to his life, was not allowed to attend his funeral. That single decision exposed a hidden truth about Sinatra's final days. In the years before his death, Frank Sinatra's health had begun to fail. Heart problems, fading memory, and long periods of isolation slowly replaced the glamorous lifestyle he once lived. Those close to him noticed a man who had grown quieter and more reflective. Away from the public eye, Sinatra was living with regret, especially over relationships he could never fully repair. Among all those relationships, one stood above the rest. It was intense, emotional, and deeply complicated. Their connection was filled with passion, jealousy, and heartbreak. Even after they separated, Sinatra never truly let go. Friends later revealed that he spoke about her in private, sometimes with pain, sometimes with longing. While the world believed he had moved on, the truth was far more complicated. When Frank Sinatra died, his funeral was tightly controlled. Only approved family members and carefully chosen guests were allowed to attend. This was not a casual decision. Every detail was managed to protect Sinatra's image and legacy. And that is when the controversial choice was made. This woman was deliberately excluded from the ceremony. The decision shocked those who knew their history. Allowing her to attend would have reopened emotional wounds and drawn attention to a relationship the family preferred to keep in the past. There were unresolved feelings, unfinished conversations, and a love story that never found peace. Her presence would have reminded everyone that Sinatra's life was not as perfectly packaged as the public believed. What makes this moment even more tragic is that Sinatra himself had reportedly softened toward the end of his life. Friends claimed he spoke about forgiveness and reflection, about mistakes he wished he could undo. But by that time, control over his legacy had shifted to those around him. The man who once commanded rooms with his voice no longer had the final say. That woman was Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner was not just another relationship. She was widely considered the love of Frank Sinatra's life. Their marriage was fiery and destructive, but the emotional bond never disappeared. Sinatra once admitted that Ava was the one woman he never stopped loving. Even after their divorce, her influence remained deeply rooted in his heart. Ava Gardner never publicly protested being banned from the funeral. She chose silence over scandal. Perhaps she understood that some love stories are never meant to end neatly. Her absence spoke louder than any words ever could. Frank Sinatra's final days were marked not just by fading health, but unresolved emotions and quiet regret. Behind the fame and music was a man who carried the weight of his choices until the very end. If you want more untold Hollywood stories, hidden truths, and emotional documentaries about the legends you thought you knew, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin. Press the bell icon and stay connected, because the next story might change how you see Hollywood forever.